So today's topic is about believing in yourself and what the gifts that you get with that and what that means and how we can identify misconceptions that we have within ourselves and within our understanding of reality so that we can overcome those limiting beliefs and become our truest, greatest, highest, most beneficial selves, both to ourselves and to reality as a whole. So I recently went to a drum machine class by someone called Fang, and she is one of the founders of Disc Woman. Disc Woman is a music collective for females, and I have always wanted to make music, but I always thought that it would be just me and a producer. I always thought there would be a male producer and me, the female pop star, singing and having a male producer. And so I looked everywhere for a producer. I put on Craigslist. I tried to network. I ended up trying to work with different people who were different producers, and none of them were really, I didn't resonate with any of them. And so super frustratedly, like with the most anger in my heart, I started making music. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't even have like a microphone. I was just using, I tried to use my webcam microphone. It didn't work. And then I ended up making music on my phone. And then I slowly and painfully evolved and got onto Ableton and have learned Ableton now. And I'm just getting better at that. So what I'm trying to say right now is that my experience was that I had this super limiting belief of women who make music, especially electronic music, and backing music and everything like that. Luckily, there's people like Grimes who exist and things like that, but there's not a lot of representation. So my reality was that because I am a female who wants to be a singing pop star, that I wouldn't be making my own music. That reality was formed based on my understanding of reality, which was shaped by the different people who I saw and looked up to. Representation does matter. And also just based on my own understanding of femininity and what it meant to be a woman, and what I thought that women should be doing in the music industry and in the music realms. And so I went to this drum machine class, and Emma Olson, says, that she thought that only men could use drum machines. That's what she thought before she started doing it. And as silly as it sounds, I realized that I also had this belief, and that belief had been holding me back musically up until I literally took that class. And through Jeremy Garner's belief in me and through my own belief in myself, I have been able to look at the different parts of Ableton that I haven't wanted to look at before and really delve into that that skill that anyone can learn. Gender has nothing to do with it. Obviously, that's not something that most people are able to do, and that's why people are stuck in fear and stuck in not being able to do things that they truly want to do. Limiting beliefs that come from society and come from ourselves are extremely damaging. The way that you change your reality is through belief. Belief makes real. And so the first thing that you have to do to change your reality and make yourself make your life into the highest possible reality is to identify where your beliefs are limiting you. If you think that someone else should be doing something for you, like I was just saying about cleaning my room, that's a good example. I can clean my own room, and if the more I can believe in myself to do that, the better it is. There's these really cute birds outside the window. They have these like fluffy little heads. It's hard to focus. They're looking at me like curious what I'm doing. But then I'm curious what they're doing. So I guess we're just curious about each other. So where your self-limiting beliefs come in. First of all, it's really easy to start listening to your internal voice saying, if you're being mean to yourself, if you're saying, I felt anyone who will listen now that belief makes real. That simple statement opened up my reality. I'm so glad, April. It's a huge realization. So the first thing that you can do is listen to your internal voice. That takes some practice, but you can listen to your internal voice and hear how mean you are to yourself. Surprisingly, a lot of us are very cruel to ourselves with regards to, self-esteem and stuff. We say, oh, you stupid, like dumb, like this or that, like you can't do that. Who do you think you are trying to do this? Oh, what an idiot I am, like for doing this or that. And then that's the first level. And then the next level is thinking, I can't do that. But then there's these implicit understandings as well, which are built into us from the start, which are built into us from society and from our own understanding of reality. And those are coming from narratives. That's the brainwash of narratives. Narratives are just stories that we tell ourselves, and those narratives are very, very, very powerful because we don't see them. We think that they are true without seeing them. We don't even realize that they're part of our reality. Narratives come from media, they come from stories, they come from examples that our parents have given us, they come from all of our surroundings and this implicit understanding, usually social reality, of how things are, and then we internalize that belief set, and it limits us. It limits us in our understanding and who we are and what we can become. So identifying limiting belief sets is a difficult thing. Maybe if somebody says, oh, you should try doing this. If you completely shut down and maybe you yell or you cry or you get really angry and you say, no, I can't. You don't know what it's like. Maybe that is where you are having a limiting belief. It's really hard to face that because when you feel that energy, that insecurity that you can't do something, that's one thing. But when you feel it so strongly that you really think that it's reality and you really think that you actually can't do it, not just that you believe you can't do it, that's one thing. But when you feel like you actually can't do something, that's when we need to be focusing on that and saying, hold up, is this a narrative that I have internalized about the world that is wrong and damaging, or is this something that I can take into account and reevaluate and restructure my way of thinking? And then it's just about telling yourself different narratives. It's about believing in yourself. It's about telling yourself the narrative over and over and over again that you can do something. And it's about letting go of all of the pain of insecurity and inadequacy, and just embracing the goal that you're going for. So that's all I have to say. I think it's just really important to pay attention to where you feel like you can't do something. If there is someone else in the world who is doing it, you can do it. There are limitations that are true. For instance, society is built up so that men succeed more easily than women at the time being. I don't think that'll be true forever. Also, if you have like a physical ailment, perpetual disease, something like that, obviously you're going to have a different experience accomplishing these things. You're not going to no one accomplishes the same thing in the same way as each other. I can't talk to you right now. This is Cam Church. I'm doing a sermon. This is a sermon. You don't just yell at the preacher when he's doing a sermon. You know what I mean? You can talk to each other. So, and that's why, because you make me forget what I'm saying. So, just being positive and seeing that you can do stuff. And oh yeah, okay, so I was talking about disabilities and limitations. Everyone has different limitations. Every single person has limitations. Some people have more than others. Some people have more limitations that are socially important. Part of breaking down the old system is making it so that anyone can be successful at anything, and providing the pathway for people to do that, providing the resources for people to do that, especially underprivileged people who have a harder time accomplishing the same thing as privileged people. That's I'm not ignoring that fact. Your experience is going to be completely different. There are more women enrolled in college than men. The problem is women don't enroll in STEM fields at the same rate as men. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that we value any field which men are in more than any field than women are in. In India, for instance, doctors are women. No, doctor's a low-paying job. And if men did childcare would be higher paying. It's because of the patriarchy. It's not because of the specific jobs that we're doing. So I know there's a lot. Oh, these birds are beautiful. There's a girl and a boy, and one of them has a little red head, and the other one has just a poof ball head. They're really cute. Let me see if maybe you guys can see them. You guys on YouTube can't see them, only Periscope, and maybe not even then. There they are. Little puff birds. They're cuties. Anyway, so yeah, you might have limitations. Everyone has their own different limitations. That's true. That's true. You can overcome those limitations and accomplish things. The more we break down the system. Do I speak Arabic? No. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. I don't have any limiting beliefs about that. Maybe I will learn. So I hope that you guys can analyze your own lives this week and really look inside yourself and really focus on who you are, what you want to do, and who you're envious of, why you're jealous of them, how you can accomplish what you actually want to accomplish, and realizing that your insecurities and your fear and all of that is actually your power. When you can look at your insecurities and your inadequacies and you can say, I am going to overcome this. When you overcome that, you are more powerful than anybody else in the whole friggin' world. It's crazy. Look at your insecurities, look at your inadequacies, and say, I can overcome this, I can do this, and then you can do it. It's amazing. You can do anything. Belief makes real. I believe in you. Also, surround yourself with people who believe in you. The UNICULT is full of positive support. And check out UNICULT, join UNICULT, collaborate, connect with the people in UNICULT, because you are all building your own Unitopias separately but together. And the more support we can have for each other, the better it'll be. If there's someone that you've seen commenting or posting in the forums, or that I'm talking about, or that's, posting, liking my pictures on Instagram, like find these people, find each other, talk to each other, collaborate, communicate, give each other your support, because you're going to find people you resonate with. This is a central cause that we're all revolving around. It's not just like we're all very different. Okay? Find people who support you, believe in yourself, cut out external information that says that you can't do stuff, ignore that. It's not serving you. And know that you can do anything. Let me know if you like having 7 p.m. Let me know if you like having Cam Church later. Let me know if you really like it on Periscope, or if you will watch it on YouTube. And let me know any feedback that you have on the forums. And please donate 10% of your income. This is Cam Church, so you have to tithe. So 10% of your income to my PayPal, link in my profile, link under this video. And there's a button in the top right corner of the YouTube video with a circle with an I, if you're in the US, I think, and you can click that and you can donate money. Uni bless.